Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and thank you for clicking on another video of Anytime Tarot. My name is Anne or Annie and I am the creator of Anytime Tarot. And on this channel I like to talk about the tarot, which is one of my greatest passions. And I like to link the tarot to other spiritual practices like astrology, mythology, numerology and so on. So if this is something that you're interested in, please be sure to subscribe, like this video and follow me on Instagram. I am so excited to record this video for you guys. After discussing the Pentacles in the previous video, we are now talking about the Wand suit. So the build-up of this video will be very similar to the previous Pentacle video. First we will look at the meaning of the Wand symbol generally and also within the tarot. But we will also discuss the Wand cards one by one. So after watching this video, you will understand the story that the Wand cards are telling us in the tarot, but you will also understand the meaning of every Wand card separately. Are you ready? So let's talk about the wands as a symbol. I think most people would associate wands with Harry Potter or the fairy godmother, but actually wands do not only exist in fiction. In history, wands were often used to display someone's power. It is even believed that there are prehistoric cave paintings that display figures holding wands, and it is believed that these figures were actually the more elite members of a tribe. It is also believed that many kings and queens and other very important people also used to carry wands with them sometimes. And if you think about this, this actually makes a lot of sense, because if you have a wand in your hand, this is very useful for pointing at things and carrying out orders, drawing stuff in the sand. But if you really have to work with your hands, it is not really practical to have a wand with you. So this makes the wand kind of a status symbol, because it shows that the people who carried wands were the people who were carrying out orders and not the ones who were obeying them. Even though the wand is a very ancient symbol, its first appearance in the tarot is relatively recent. The symbol was introduced by the creators of the Rider-Waite-Smith tarot. Arthur Edward Waite and Pamela Colman Smith replaced the traditional baton with wands. The same goes for the Pentacle suit, which was originally called coins. This was probably because the wands and pentacles played a significant role in the rituals of the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn, a secret society that Waite and Smith were both a member of. The Rider-Waite-Smith tarot was also the first tarot deck with drawings of people and situations on the minor arcana cards, instead of just wands, pentacles, cups and swords. So as I said, wands played a significant role in the rituals of the Golden Dawn. But this is not the only place where wands are a popular tool for ritual work. In Wicca and other pagan cultures, the wand is also very important. In these practices, the wand is often used to set an intention, create a safe space or invite certain entities or deities to the ritual. So, to summarize, in the past and the present, the wands actually have two purposes. One is to display power and the other one is on a more spiritual level, to create or invite certain energies. So in short, it is safe to say that wands are about two things: power and creation. And I want you to keep these two words in the back of your mind, because they are very important for the wand suit in the tarot as well. Power and creation, that is all the wand suit is about. The wand suit is the second suit of the tarot and therefore tells us the second quarter of the story. In the first quarter, the Pentacles, we learned a lot. We developed our skills, we developed a lot of knowledge, and now it's time to use these skills and this knowledge to build on that solid foundation we laid in the Pentacle phase. So now it's time to really create something and using these new skills to further expand our own power. In the wand suit we receive strength and inspiration. And these are the perfect tools to build on the solid foundation we already laid in the Pentacle suit. If you look at the Ace of Wands and you have a dirty mind, it might come to your attention that the wand kind of looks similar to the wand that men often carry between their legs. And I think this is not a coincidence. The phallus shape of the wand in the wand suit actually links the suit to the divine power of masculine creation. Astrologically, the wands represent fire, which links them to the 3 fire signs of the zodiac. These are the Aries, Leos and Sagittarius. And fire signs are all driven by passion, inspiration and spontaneity. The fire signs often want to live loud and spectacular. They have this inner feeling that they are really meant to do great things in this life. And with all this passion and fire, things can also get a little bit too heated sometimes. Fire signs can really hurt people's feelings without even realizing it. I actually am a fire sign. I'm a Sagittarius, and I can honestly tell you, fire signs often don't even mean to hurt people. It's just that there's so many fire within us that sometimes it's too much to contain in one person. Anyways, as the ambassadors of inspiration and the signs that are often said to be the most hungry for power, I think it's very clear why this correlation between the fire signs and the wand suit is so perfect. Just to be clear, when I talk about expanding your power, which is very important in the wand suit, I don't mean this in a competitive way. I don't mean that you have to go ahead and overrule other people just to feel more powerful yourself. I think expanding your power is really something that you have to do within yourself. But of course there's nothing wrong with some healthy competition. But this is actually exactly the lesson we learn in the wands. It's really about finding the balance between being being ambitious and passionate, but also being taking things too far and actually damaging yourself and other people. So the last correlation I will be discussing with you today is the correlation of the suit with the 4 seasons. As I discussed in the previous video, the Pentacles are linked to the spring, and naturally the wands are now linked to the summer. This is because in summer most things in nature really reach their optimal form. Of course, spring brings us flowers and blossoms, but summer is when most fruits grow. Just to be clear, the tarot can be interpreted in so many different ways. I actually learned a lot of different correlations and a lot of different ways to interpret the tarot, but I just chose this one. So if you feel like the summer and the wands don't really connect for you, if you feel like the wands is more about winter, then just go with it. That's most important. Just go with your own gut and what feels right for you. What I am telling you here is not a law or a rule or anything. It's just to try to help you get more in depth with the cards.
Like all Ace cards, the Ace of Wands shows us a new beginning, endless possibilities and fertility. It is about the first spark of inspiration, which will lead to beautiful creations. 2 of Wands. After the inspiration of the first card, it is now time to make plans. This card shows us making plans for the future or evaluating the current situation. 3 of Wands. The seeds have been sown, you are waiting for the results to show up. However, now is not the time to sit back and relax. You have to be vigilant. Some people might not have the best intentions with you and your plans. 4 of Wands is all about celebration. Even though we are not yet where we want to be, we are celebrating the process. 4 of Wands is also often associated with the safety and comfort of home, weddings, parties and other social events. 5 of Wands. This is a very intense card. It is often about the struggles we can experience when working on our goals. Misunderstandings, competition, discussions and even fights. For me, this card is a reminder that it's just all a game. Everyone is in this life to learn and we shouldn't take these struggles too seriously. Life should be fun. With the 6 of Wands, we see that all the struggles were worth it. Everything is going our way and we are finally receiving the appreciation we deserve. People are cheering for us and praising us. 7 of Wands. Now you feel like you have to defend your position. Others might want to bring you down or take advantage of your success. Or they might argue with you and try to convince you that you are looking at things the wrong way. It is not necessary to get so defensive of yourself and your ideas. You already achieved your goal, so no one can take that away from you. With the Eight of Wands comes the realization that you are wasting time defending yourself against other people. This is all time you could use to focus on you. Just to be clear, I am not saying that you should just let people insult you or damage you in other ways without defending yourself. Self-defense is an important part of self-care, but it is also important to know when you are just fighting for the fight instead of defending yourself. This card can also indicate things that are happening really fast and often beyond our control. The Nine of Wands is the wounded soldier. You might say that this is what happens to people who haven't learned the lesson of card 8. They are damaged and broken, but continue to defend their borders. This card often comes up when a person is too stubborn to leave a situation, even though they know it doesn't serve them anymore. The Ten of Wands, the last card of the Wand suit, is not such a happy ending as the Ten of Pentacles. All the baggage this little man has collected during the Wand suit are not really helping him at all. He is forcefully holding on to his wands, even though it might be better to leave some of them behind. This card could indicate someone holding a grudge or having too much emotional baggage. It can also tell us we are taking too much on our plate.
Okay, so this was it again for today. I hope my tips and all the information I gave you was helpful. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me in the comments below or on my Instagram account. And if you like this video, please subscribe and like and follow and do all those things. And then I will see you next week. Wishing you lots of love and light. Bye!